What's up, guys, and welcome to the next station of the hype train.
Choo choo!
See, that was less terrifying. Now this is one we are definitely going to get off at and explore the surrounding area. As today, we are revisiting Disney.
Hollywood Studios.
And we're going to be looking at the top
10 Ultimate Hollywood Studios attractions by...
Miss Mojo.
You can't see this. They can't see this because we've not switched over to their scene. Now they can
And
see
look at
this, and this is why I'm doing this.
Magic little click of a button,
Click of a button
and we're straight in
with the Stream Deck.
with the video. So, I love Hollywood Studios. When was this made? This video, 2019.
Yes,
So
we've not been for a little while, so there may be new stuff on here, but we will be seeing that. It's
When we
glasses
go.
that I can't see.
So, without further ado, let us see what awaits us in Hollywood Studios.
Let's-
Get ready to live the movies.
Oh yes.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Hollywood Studios attractions. Before we begin, we publish new content every day. So be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Yeah, bell noise is better.
For this list, we're looking at our absolute favorite rides and attractions at Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios, formerly known as Disney MGM Studios. We'll only be looking at attractions that are operating as of 2019, so sadly the Great Movie Ride won't make our list today.
Shocking.
Number 10, Wonderful World of Animation. Each of the parks at Disney World is well worth staying at after dark. And for Hollywood Studios, it's to catch Wonderful World of Animation, set against the facade of the replica Grauman's Chinese Theater. Showcasing almost a century of Disney's most iconic films, moments, and characters, this show celebrates everything from the shorts, to villains, to the ever-present themes of magic and family. It's a heartwarming look at how far the Mouse House has come, but also never forgetting that little mouse who started it all. And if you feel like sticking around, Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular, an intergalactic fireworks display, plays just afterwards. Number 9, Beauty and the Beast.
I think it's quieter with the click.
I mean, the shows are always worth doing.
Don't.
We saw the Fantasia show when we went to Hollywood Studios, but any Disney show is going to be worth a look in and sticking around for. We did see some of the more like, not parade, but we saw the Stormtrooper March,
Yes.
didn't we? And stuff like that, and like the Vader fight and things on the stages in Hollywood Studios. So anything like that, I would say, if you're not, troubled for time, or there's younger people that want to get to bed or whatever, then if you could do each one, then I would say
Yeah, I think that's the only
it's
issue, isn't it?
definitely
Because
worth
they are
it.
obviously at the end
They're
of
at
the
like
day.
11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
And if you've been in the park all day as well, you're probably going to be a bit shattered.
Yeah, they're going to be tired out.
Straight away, we did see this, didn't we? We did. We did watch this.
We did.
Live on stage. One thing that many visitors tend to skip if they're taking short trips to Disney World is the multitude of Broadway caliber shows that the parks offer. But seriously, give them a chance. Like several other stage shows at the parks, this rendition of Beauty and the Beast follows the storyline of the animated film, but delivers the plot in an abridged form. While this format can be tricky to master, they do it wonderfully here with all of your favorite moments, delivering on your favorite
And
tunes
in
from the
its
original
six.
too. The actors are consistently impressive, as is the choreography. Number 8, Muppet Vision 3D.
Did we see Muppet Vision 3D?
Yes, we did. It's
Oh, is that by the Miss Pig? No,
yeah,
by the Miss Piggy
fountain.
fountain.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of tucked away, kind of at the back. The things that were near it that I remember was the Endor speeder bike. That I was like, I don't know if you're allowed to sit on it. We're gonna move on from that story. And Storm dragged us back to that area so that he could get a picture with Goofy. Because he was like, oh, I can't leave without having having a meeting with him.
The legend that is Goofy.
So, you know, but yeah, so I do remember this.
How did you feel about the Beauty and the Beast? Worth being on the top 10 attractions?
Probably not for me. Partly because I get so distracted and I like to be doing as much as I can. That especially when like Beauty and the Beast is not something I'm particularly
interested in,
bothered about anyway.
Yeah.
That if you sat there for even 45 minutes, you know, that's 45 minutes of your time that you've used up. So, you know, I sometimes struggle a little bit with that, but you know, you can't knock like the choreography and the quality.
It's a very good show
of the shows.
Just whether you would want to spend your time, I guess, doing that.
Yeah. So
again, younger
probably
people
won't want to sit through it.
won't want to sit through that. I wouldn't have thought. Anyway.
Welcome to Muppet Vision 3D!
You may not associate the Muppets with Disney, and that's probably because the franchise was only acquired by the company in 2004.
It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational. This is what we call a Muppet Show!
Definitely.
This attraction, however, has been around since the early 1990s, a couple of years after the park opened.
I suppose this is an okay place, but I kind of miss the theme park that was here before Disney World.
What was that?
Well, you remember, dirty, muddy, mosquito-infested Swamp World?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's because this is one park where Disney doesn't adhere as strictly to only...
Because they've
The
got
old men.
animatronics of them up in the booth, and the spotlight will go to them occasionally. They'll be like, "Oh, that's terrible."
Yeah, they're like, "That's an awful one."
using representations of properties that it owns the rights to. This show, which is actually more 4D than 3D, is full of fun and laughs, and is a great way to get out of the heat or rain for a little while, though you might need some ice for the burns delivered by Statler and Waldorf.
We surrender! We surrender!
Yeah.
Pre-show is not to be missed, so be sure to get there
there's
on
the fountain.
time. Number 7. Star Tours. The adventures continue.
Oh,
Feel like
yeah.
getting your Luke Skywalker on, but Tashi Station just ain't cutting it?
You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done.
Well, Disney's got several ways to get your fill. Star Tours, Star Wars Launch Bay, and something else.
The new
But we'll get to
rides
that.
seem
The Star
pretty
Tours ride had been
incredible.
a popular fixture at Hollywood Studios since the late 80s. But in
Yeah, top.
2011, it was revamped to feature characters and storylines from the newer films in the franchise. It also received an extended name. The adventures continue. While the bones of the ride are the same as they've always been, there are brand new scenarios to explore, making it feel new all over again. There are different ride scenarios you can experience, so this ride is fresh and new with every go. Now this is
I
pod
didn't know
racing.
that.
Number 6.
I didn't know that either.
That each time you'll get a different. Well, obviously not
Obviously
every
not every single time.
But there's
There's
different.
the chance that you're going to get different ones.
That's definitely worth knowing. I would say.
Yeah, I don't think we definitely didn't know that.
But now you guys do. We brought that information to you through Miss Mojo.
Yeah, I was going to say we didn't. We didn't, really.
We did this as well.
Indiana
quite
Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. This show has been around since 1989, but even if you've seen it before, it doesn't cease to be impressive. It's a behind-the-scenes stunt show that offers truly impressive performances by a cast of stunt actors who reenact popular scenes from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Audience members take part as extras, and we won't spoil things, but pay attention. George Lucas is actually an executive producer of the show, and it mixes a thrilling recreation of scenes like Indy running from the boulder to the grand finale of Marion and Indy in the plane, with interesting tidbits about the stunt and filmmaking business in between. Number 5.
I'm noticing a bit of a theme here.
She's loving the shows.
No, well, yes, but no. A lot of the things have been there a very, very long time, which I'm surprised by, because it felt like they were putting a lot of money into Hollywood Studios.
I mean, you probably do have to put a lot of money into Hollywood Studios to keep it looking so fresh when all your properties are so old. But then
Rock and roll.
they have started, haven't they? Taking like the Greatest Movie Ride is gone, and it's replaced with like Mickey and.
And is this where the Star Wars, the entire new Star Wars
the
area
Galactic
is?
Edge.
So actually, yeah, I suppose they've put more money into it now. But yeah.
Roller coaster starring Aerosmith. One of the fastest and most exciting rides at any Disney park is Aerosmith's Rockin' Roller Coaster. The premise behind this indoor coaster is that you've got to get to an Aerosmith concert, and there is no time to lose. At the beginning, your car, a stretch limo, accelerates from 0 to 57 miles per hour in just a couple of seconds. There are 3 inversions and a corkscrew, and it's all over so fast you'll hardly know what happened. There have been rumors in recent years about this ride being rethemed or repurposed, but we're keeping our fingers crossed that it stays just like it is.
It'd be weird to
Retheme it. Maybe they're just going to go, well, you know, the kids aren't going to know
who Aerosmith
are, let's be honest.
Retheme it, yeah, but surely you wouldn't get rid of it. One of the few proper roller coasters that's there, and it's an indoor one, which is unique.
What did you think to the Rock and Roller Coaster?
I quite liked it. The set off reminds me of Rita.
Mm.
It's that kind of like, they're like, oh, keep your head pressed back because we're going to go for a ride. But then, I do remember it being like, quite, it's like a rave when you only get through because of all lasers and stuff that are in it, because obviously it's all indoors. So. But yeah, I think it's that, it's probably, you know, you're going to get thrills from that. Whereas from like, well, I suppose you could from like the Hollywood Tower of Terror. But stuff like, well, obviously it's not there now, but like the Greatest Movie Ride, you won't get thrills from it.
No.
You know, it's an enjoyable experience,
Yeah,
but it's not thrills. It's not like a coaster.
It's entertainment rather than
being a coaster.
Number 4, Toy Story Land.
This wasn't there.
Many of us grew up relating to Andy and his love of toys, but as of 2018, we got the chance to relate to the toys themselves
cool,
at the Hollywood Studios.
And that
or
looks
should we
awesome.
say Hollywoody? That's when Toy Story Mania got a brand new entrance after being at the park for over a decade. But don't worry, the ride is still the one you know and love. While sporting 3D glasses, passengers are in spinning carts that move along a track, while you get to play a variety of carnival games. But now, in addition to that, is Slinky Dog Dash, a coaster that promises to be fun for every member of the family.
It always has a
Golly
huge
Bob Howdy,
wait time.
and Alien
Like 2
Swirling
hours.
Saucers, a spinning ride that'll have you saying,
Greetings.
Number 3, Fantasmic.
That's what we saw.
If you presume that the nighttime shows at Disney World are simple fireworks like you'd see at your town's 4th of July celebrations, you'd be sorely mistaken. All of Disney's shows are incredible, but Fantasmic is incomparable even among its peers. The show offers a mix of fireworks, pyrotechnics, live-action performance, large-scale projections, and water effects. The story behind the production is a battle between Disney's heroes and villains. While there are some portions that may be frightening to young children, the ones who can handle a little darkness are bound to have a blast. Number 2, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
Welcome to the Tower of Terror.
You are.
I didn't
This
do
is
this
the
one.
10th time I've been on this today.
This beloved attraction is a drop tower ride where the atmosphere is
fun.
almost as good as the ride itself.
I think you'd be alright with
Disney
it, to be honest.
Imagineers outdid
'Cause you're
themselves
indoors
working
for it
on
all.
the theming for Tower of Terror, creating an impressive and immersive experience that cannot be missed. The version of Disney California Adventure has been permanently rethemed to become Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So if you're in the US, the Orlando version is the only way to experience the original ride. Also, if you have the impulse to buy one of the bellhop hats, do it. There's one.
I mean, the Prison Break would be cool. But it seems strange. But then they said, didn't they? Because they said that about Epcot as well, that they're updating their, well, I guess properties to reflect the more recent.
More modern times and
Yeah,
things.
so
Things that are
the-
going to appeal more to children.
So they're losing stuff like the Tower of Terror and the movie rides and things like that of classic
Which
kind
is,
of.
I guess, a bit sad, but at least we've experienced them. on the
Yeah,
plus
and I guess
side.
it's kind of a, you know, people that are even 5 years younger than me though wouldn't care. You know, they'd rather be doing a Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Yeah.
I'd rather be doing, you know,
and they've
Mickey
got to
and that.
think for money, haven't they?
So, but at least
An
we did it.
attraction I'm dying to see the next time I head to Florida. Can you guess which it is? Here's some honorable mentions that you should also take some time to go on and see.
No.
That wasn't there when we went anyway.
Number 1. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
This looks
The
awesome.
folks at Disney worked so hard to bring this galaxy far, far away a little closer to home that we couldn't possibly put it anywhere else. Opening first at Disneyland in 2019, this is the park expansion to end them all. At Black Spire Outpost on Batuu, grab a glass of blue or green milk, procure your very own lightsaber, and revel in the original music crafted by John Williams. That's not even counting the rides. Say it with us now. You can pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And soon engage in a mission against the First Order on Rise of the Resistance.
That looks awesome.
If you want to see grown
Rise of the
adults fully
Resistance.
weep, set aside at least
That'd
a
be
day
me.
for this place.
I'll be crying. I'll
Do
be
you
like,
agree
oh,
with
my.
our picks? Check out.
Wow, it's too good. Get me a tissue. It was very show orientated, wasn't it?
It was
Very
very
show heavy.
oriented. Yeah.
But I think there is probably stuff like, I suppose it depends on if you've got like little children or because like the Jedi training and stuff.
Yeah,
All kids that came out of that were loving it.
Yeah. Like fighting with Darth Vader and
Yeah.
Kylo.
But I think it's definitely. I mean, I didn't think the stuff had been there since like 1980,
Yeah,
1990.
that's what I
that
mean. It just seems
been
very
there 30 years.
compared to the
Because
other
when
ones.
you're there, it seems very current and
Yeah. Compared to the
high
others, it
tech.
just seems quite like a lot of it has been.
changed and
Yeah.
adapted. But I guess they've just been keeping everything but touching it up so that it looks fresh and it, you know, they've got the latest screens for their projector rides and things like that so that it doesn't look,
Dated.
yeah, so that it feels current. But it's definitely,
Definitely looking forward to Galaxy's Edge.
yeah, and it's definitely one of the best parks to walk around in terms of the central park area, because obviously there's usually characters walking around, whether it's Jawas, stormtroopers, you know, the Mickey cast and things like that. But even then, like walking through like the bits of Endor and stuff that they've made, or you know, into the Muppets village and things like that, so you can really tell the love that went into it. But strange that the one in California has a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, but Epcot's getting the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. But that could just be because they were saying we want to make Epcot more in line with
like
Disney,
yeah.
you know, theming and colours and, you know, properties. But that's strange. I didn't realise there was already a Guardians ride. I'm not sure how much of the stuff at Orlando is the same stuff as in California. I don't know if they have the same parks or...
Is it?
Because it's a Disney World.
Oh, I thought it was a... Oh.
I thought it was a world. Maybe it's
I
a
thought it
land.
was just a one park situation. But
This is-
I'm not 100% sure.
Because Paris is
Paris is one
land,
park, isn't
yeah,
it?
and it's kind of all the parks mushed into one. Disney, California. Oh yeah, it looks like it's one park. Must be a big park then.
Yeah, Disneyland, look.
Yeah, Disneyland, California.
I thought it was. So I think they just have like select rides or whatever.
Yeah,
they
so
don't
like
have
a Big Thunder Mountain,
Yeah.
well, not anymore, but a Hollywood Tower of Terror and stuff like that you'd know, which is what Paris does as well. And then like the castle in the middle. from the Magic Kingdom. I wonder if they have the Haunted Mansion, or whatever it's called, that tried to kill us. But that's a story for another day. But right now, we hope you enjoyed this stop on the Florida Hype Train.
Choo-choo.
The stations are ticking down. You know, we're getting...
Are we in now? July?
We're getting them through, yeah. You know, just over a week into July. At the time of recording this video.
Yeah. So, yeah. Nearly there. 6 months.
Not even that. 5.
Oh, yeah. 5. Yeah.
We're in the
5.
11th. So 5.
5 months. So, around 10 videos left.
Yep. We've got some good plans. We've got some GeoGuessr planned. We've got some more of the, you know, stuff to do and things like that, and top lists. You know, we've got some good stuff coming.
Depending on what happens with this, you know, global pandemic, we may have some recent footage from Florida, as Sleuth and Violet are supposed to be going in August.
Yeah. End of next month, which...
So if they do, they
you know,
will be taking
crossed.
Footage, I'm sure, that we can...
I'll be doing some IRL streams out there.
Yeah. That we can then put into a YouTube video as well. For
Yeah, just going to highlight them.
Our friends over on YouTube.
So there is a lot to look forward to in this series. You know, the Hype Train is still gathering its momentum. It's still well and truly on the way, ready to crash into Florida. What?
I don't want to crash.
There's no stopping this train. The momentum just going to keep on going. We're going to explode onto the scene, and everyone's going to be like, they are some cool dudes. They're going to be like, look, we've got to get out of the way of that party because it's just going to keep on rolling. So, if you did enjoy this video, and I was talking about our opinions, then give it a like, consider subscribing. You see that little tempting little bell icon down there? Well, if you give that a little
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
little ding-a-ling, then you can be notified of when our videos go out. Of course, these Florida videos go out bi-weekly.
Fortnightly.
There is some content sprinkled in the weeks in between that'll be more general, more general content flared for you. So we hope you have enjoyed, and we will see you at the next station.